Hey, sweetheart. We're gonna be all right, aren't we? Yeah, we're gonna be all right. We'll get you fixed up. I promise.
All right, welcome back to the channel. If you haven't figured it out yet, we got a sick baby goat. I don't know if I've had this girl on the channel or not. I'm not sure. She has been a bottle baby for us. She was born in August. Her mom was Rose, and I think I talked about her in at least one video. I don't know, I can't remember. I had a whole bunch of them born. I think I had 8 or 10 of them. Well, to me, that's a whole bunch. I had like 8 or 10 born within 2 days or something like that, and it was like a month later before I finally got them filmed, and so I don't remember if I specifically got this one on the channel or not. But anyway, so she's been a bottle baby for us, and I had been feeding her milk that I'd been getting from Oreo and from Daisy and her sister. And about a month ago I weaned her off because she's about 3 months old, and since then she's kind of gone downhill. I don't know if you can see or not, but she's really skinny. Her body condition is just terrible, and I've been trying to give her extra food and all sorts of stuff, but it's just not working. Well, I found out today why it's not working. So her and some of the other younger ones, I've been having some issues lately with scours, and you know, I'd been kind of throwing them a little extra food, and I thought, well, that's what's going on. I had given them CD&T shots, given them dewormer, thought I was doing things the right way, but as it turns out, I wasn't doing things the right way. I feel a little dumb that I didn't put it all together, but you know, sometimes you got a group of little baby goats in a pen, and they all run up to the bowl and they're all eating, and you know, that's kind of the extent of it. You look at them, they look good, they look fine, all right, and you move on to the next pen, or you move on to whatever else you're doing. And over the course of a couple of weeks, I did kind of notice she was not gaining weight like her sister, and didn't think a whole lot of it, but because I saw her eating. Oh, she's eating, she'll be fine, right? A week and a half ago, maybe, she started having some scour issues, diarrhea for those of you that don't farm, and started giving her scour medicine, and I knew I had been kind of giving them some extra food to try to deal with this lack of weight gain. So I thought, oh, that's what it is. I'm giving her extra corn, cut her back a little bit of corn, she'll be fine. Give her the scour medicine, she'll be fine. As it turns out, over the weekend, she really was getting lethargic, and I thought, oh man, we got something going on here. And so I started bottle feeding her just to get her some calories, you know, and I thought, okay, we definitely got a problem. Gave her some more dewormer, gave her some vitamins, some more scour meds, gave her a bottle each day over the weekend to supplement the solid food I'm giving her. Did bounce back. She was looking pretty good on like Saturday, Sunday she was looking pretty good, but yesterday she kind of went downhill. And she was still ambulatory on yesterday, and then last night I was gone to work, but the kids said that she was laying down and didn't want to get up. And they got her into the vet. As it turns out, we did a fecal sample, and as you can see, well, that's kind of a couple of days old, but she has had scours off and on. But she was pretty solid today. They did a fecal sample test, and she's just loaded up with coccidiosis. I swear, gut worms is just the bane of my farm. Historically, we've had a pretty high worm load out here at our farm, and I don't know why, but I don't know if it's something we're doing wrong or if it's just our place or what, you know, the stuff that lives in the soil and stuff like that. But anyway, the doctor gave us some medicine, and I don't even know what it's called, but he was going to send me some information on it. And then also some stuff for the 3 other babies that were in the pen with her, because they've probably got it too, just not as bad. So the medicine is kind of an intense dose. It's 3 times a day for 5 days because of her sort of advanced condition. It's not the regular stuff you might use, I guess. And I'm gonna maybe keep her in the garage here for a few more hours till her next dose, and then maybe see how she's doing a little later in the day, and then put her back in the barn. I kind of don't want her in there right now. You know, she's laying down and kind of thrashes a little bit once in a while, and yeah, I just don't want her laying in the bedding like that. And if she can't sit up or stand up and hold her head up, she actually can hold her head up. You kind of can. Yeah, well, not right now, but when I was holding her, when I held her upright in the towel up there at the vet, she was holding her head up just like any animal would. We're just gonna have to nurse her back to health, and it's gonna be kind of touch and go here for a little while. So I'm really hoping she improves. I think she will. As lethargic as she seems now, she's actually a little better than she was a few hours ago. So I'm happy about that, and I'm hoping that everything works out. So now is a good time to talk about how making mistakes is how you learn. We remember these are livestock, they're not pets. And so the animal has a value attached to it. And you don't want to totally exceed the value of the animal, taking it to the vet for for treatment on things. Anyway, you kind of get what I'm saying, right? You know, you can't lose your butt trying to save an animal that can't be saved. I thought maybe she was still salvageable, and not only that, sometimes it's good to pay for the education. Sometimes there's been some examples in the past where we've had animals die. I've taken them up to the vet to do a post. You know, basically, they cut them open, see what's going on. That usually costs a little bit of money, but sometimes that education is very valuable, because I've learned a lot of things over the years from those situations. And treating this goat is an education, because I had no idea that I was dealing with coccidiosis on my farm here. I have lost, I think, 4 or 5 babies this year in 2024, and 2 adults. And I'd be willing to bet that coccidiosis has probably been the problem. But anyway, my point here is that sometimes treating a very sick goat, even if it fails, or spending the money to have an already deceased goat opened up to see what's going on, sometimes it's worth the money in just the education you receive. Especially for a guy like me that doesn't really know what he's doing, wasn't raised on a farm, doesn't have any clue what's going on most times. So now, as usual, I will monitor her, and we will do a follow-up video. Either way, I think she's gonna make it. I think she'll be fine, but I'll give you a follow-up video either way. Yeah, I know. Oh boy. Yeah, you're thrashing a little bit, aren't you? Yeah. You're a nice girl, aren't you? Welcome back to the channel. Actually, maybe you're still on the channel. I don't know if I'm gonna add this to the end of this last video or if I'm gonna start a new one yet. I haven't figured that out. I'll figure that out in the editing process. But anyway, we had the baby goat kind of go downhill a little bit overnight. She's really not doing real good. She made a mess of herself, and I'm trying to feed her She doesn't want to take the bottle, but I did kind of figure out if I just kind of drip it down into her mouth, she'll swallow. And I'm going to continue to do that. Hopefully I can get the bottle down. I got several ounces down that way. Hopefully I can get more and not have to get the tube feeder out, because that's not fun. Trying to do this without spilling it all over. But that's easier said than done. I kind of get it in there, and really hard to see with the camera. She's kind of swallowing. I don't know if you can see that or not. And I'm just kind of letting it sit there. She's not really working it with her mouth. She was just, it's dripping in and she's swallowing. I keep looking both sides to make sure I'm not running out the side of her mouth. And it doesn't look like that's what's happening. So let's see if we can get her to take some more. Gave her her meds today, so that's still working on her, but boy, she just does not look very good at all. I know, baby, I know I promised you that we were going to get you better. I'm working best I can. She is very, very slowly taking this. This bottle's like 12 ounces. I gave her probably 3 ounces, maybe before, 3 or 4 before I started filming. Went back in, filled the bottle halfway up, and so maybe I can get all that down. That would be really nice, because that would give her 9 or 10 ounces for breakfast. That would be good. I think that's what our issue is at this point. Maybe it's not the coccidiosis, it's probably the lack of food, because she just didn't want to take much yesterday. I know, baby. I know, sweetheart. I'm really sorry. I know. I'm doing the best I can. She slept here. Got her in a wheelbarrow here in the garage, and I didn't want her out in the barn. And put a towel underneath one side of her so she wouldn't rub all the bedding into her eyes. I've seen them do that before when they're laying on their side and can't get up, so that's not good. It looks like she's still swallowing. Yeah, just a little bit maybe. Come on, baby. Yeah. I know, we gotta get some food in your belly. That's all we can do. I gave you the medicine. Now it's time for you to eat. You got to get some food in that belly. Yeah, this is a real slow process, obviously, but she is eating, and that's good. So I was pretty confident yesterday that she was going to be okay. The shot the vet gave her really perked her up. I think that was some vitamin B12. I have some here. I may give her some here when I'm done eating, or done trying to feed her. I don't know. Got other chores to do in the barn. Everybody else is hungry and baaing and meowing and everything, so I got to get that taken care of. But I wanted to get some food in her belly, and I'll be in here a little later to take some more care of her. Cross our fingers, I guess. Oh, come on, baby. Come on. Come on. No. No. Come on. You still there? No. Well, if you can't tell, she didn't make it. It wasn't even 15 minutes after I stopped filming the last bit that I was giving her some more, and she started. Had the bottle right there, and she was swallowing just fine, and at one point she spit it out, and she gave me about 3 little bahs, 3 little bleats, and that was it. She was just done. Anyhow, I know it's just the way things go, but it's still kind of hard, especially when you're trying so hard to keep them alive. And I feel like I failed her, feel like I failed the farm, kind of feel like I failed the audience. I don't even know if I'm gonna put this part up. It's my fault. I should have watched her closer. You know, you go out to the barn every day and you're feeding them and you notice, oh, one of them's not looking real good, but you always rationalize it in your brain. Well, the other ones are pushing her out of the way. She'll get some food. Or she's got the scours. Oh, the kids probably just gave her too much food last night or something. There's always a reason in your head that everything's going to be fine, but as close as you watch them, it's still not enough sometimes. And that's what happened here. And by the time I figured it all out, it was just too late. I'm sorry, baby. I've lost a lot of goats over the years. Not a lot, but a few, and more babies than adults. But never had one expire right there in my arms. So this is kind of new for me. I don't know. Guess you just try better next time. That's all I got for you today, I guess.